Hey, this is Mike Lindsay from Vital MX. I'm out at Perris Raceway today for the Michelin StarCross 6 tire range launch. We've actually got a man, as you can clearly see, is from Michelin. This is the fastest man in Piedmont, Randy Richardson. So again, we have a full new product line. It's not just one tire. This is Michelin StarCross 6 range. So we've got a sand front and rear. We've got an all new, basically mud or scoop rear tire option, a mid soft front and rear, a mid hard front and rear, and a full hard front and rear. Today, Perris, actually really awesome. Ripped it deeper than about anything we've gotten experience in a while. You know, we'll share a little bit of our opinion. We mostly rode the mid soft today. I got to dabble a little bit with the mid hard, but starting with the product line itself, what were kind of the goals moving into this new range for you guys?
Yeah, so for us, we wanted to build off of the success we've had with the Michelin StarCross 5 range, and we wanted to increase performance and durability. So for the average consumer, both is very important. And we've been able to achieve that with the Michelin StarCross 6 range of tires. We've improved the traction up to 16% when new compared to the previous range, and up to 19% when used, because of course a new tire, regardless of brand, is going to work considerably better, but we wanted to build a tread pattern and also use the Michelin Silica technology to improve durability and provide long-lasting traction. So performance is up, that's a plus, and then durability is increased by 11% versus the previous range. So the consumer is going to invest in a tire that's going to give them great performance when new and long-lasting performance throughout the life of the tire.
So the Silica, let's touch on that. That's kind of the biggest product standout when I look at the bulletin list. Can you explain what Silica is and what makes it unique to the tires? And I believe, are you guys the only person doing this in an off-road tire?
Well, great question.
Or a motocross tire specifically, I guess I would say.
Well, uncertain on that, but what I'm certain of is so Michelin, we were the first to innovate the use of silica rubber compounds in our street motorcycle tires, and now we carry that over to the off-road motorcycle tires. What the key component of that is silica is actually a bonding agent between natural and synthetic rubbers to help form the tire, let's say, from a chemical standpoint. So traditionally, carbon black is used, and we use the Michelin Silica technology to innovate with the tire, provides better grip in wet conditions, provides a more durable rubber compound as well.
I think a big thing you guys talked about between that as a bonding agent and just some of the stuff you guys have done with this tire is part of the durability is it seems like you guys mentioned you really wanted to get away from a tire that chunks. I've noticed that with the recent range of, let's call it your premier tires. You guys, a Dunlop, a Pirelli, these really higher class tires that we're going, that's very high on the performance side. Really good riders, certain conditions, you know, some fast guys deal with it, even some slower guys, depends on what you're riding, how you ride the bike, but we end up tearing knobs off in certain conditions. And like I said, it seems like that was part of your guys' big push here, is to get a tire that wears more evenly and gets away from the chunking of knobs.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the Michelin Silica technology, we're able to reduce the degradation or the damage to the knob throughout the life of the tire. So the tire retains its knob shape and configuration and progressively wears. You know, you point out the life expectancy of a tire, let's say. Well, if you take a stock engine, right, it has so many hours before it needs to be serviced. If you significantly modify that engine, right, then your service intervals shorten, right? So same thing with a tire. If you can focus purely on performance with no concern for longevity, it's okay because knobs start cracking, they don't get the life expectancy you want. But for us, we want to provide a product for the consumer that provides a high level of traction and performance, but also longevity throughout the life of the tire. And hopefully, that's what I think we've achieved with the new Michelin StarCross 6 tires.
Just to give you guys a little bit of insight, like I said, we dabbled in the tires a little bit today, primarily mid-soft. The track was ripped very deeply this morning, more than we usually get at Perris. Mid-soft, very good in those conditions. I would compare it, again, anybody who's probably on East Coast or softer conditions is about to hear me say a little more East Coast-like is gonna roll their eyes. But the most we get, the most bottomless character for a while. The mid-softs do really move the material very easily, carves really well in that. I actually moved to a mid-hard front for more of our typical SoCal conditions. When you get down to the point that the rut hits the base, I really found I like the character in that. I would say compared to maybe some of the other brands out there, your mid-soft and your mid-hard really do fit the term more, because I feel like on SoCal, even though a lot of brands have a mid-soft, we end up running those a lot all day. I can think of about 2 brands I'm kind of in that boat with, where I would say your guys' is mid-soft, I would definitely lean it towards being really more of an East Coast tire. A few situations out here you'd use it, but I think a lot of people get for like a mid-hard, they think of, oh, it's only for blue groove. No, your guys' hard offering is for that. Your mid-hard really does kind of fit our condition of, hey, it's tilled up a little bit in the morning, but you get to the base really quick.
And yeah, thank you for noticing that. And I think it's great that we realize the tires make a difference as to not only which brand you choose, but which tire within that brand that you choose for your riding application. And you know, within the Michelin StarCross 6 range of tires, I'm glad you pointed that out. The naming nomenclature corresponds to the terrain and application you're riding in. So to your point today, earlier today we rode the StarCross 6 medium soft because that was the terrain we're in. Later as the day dried out, we went to the medium hard. And certainly that's what we hope people appreciate, is a tire design for the application that it works significantly well in.
Last thing, so when are these available?
So the Michelin StarCross 6 tire range is commercially available beginning April 1st. No, that's not an April Fool's joke. They're readily available. And so visit your local dealer or your favorite online retailer and ask for the Michelin StarCross 6 tire range. And I'm ready to get back home and ride them myself because I've yet to do so.
What?
So I'm envious of you. Yeah. I've been too busy working, doing my real job.
Well, again, if anybody's got any questions about tires, throw them in the comments section below. Like I said, I can answer a few of them based off some of the little bit of riding we did today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, thumbs up, the whole 9 yards, and stay tuned for more content.